So I'm here, it's a cold wintry night here in Melbourne. I'm at the Melbourne Zoo. And of course there's been a lot of attention this week on zoos in general, and of course the incident that happened at the Cincinnati Zoo with Harambe the gorilla that was unfortunately killed in order to save the life of a young child who found his way into an enclosure. And there's been an incredible discussion, outrage, support, so many comments on Facebook and other forms of social media about the story. Many people criticizing the parents, people saying how the zoo was irresponsible and negligent. And it's just been overwhelming the amount of exposure and attention the story has garnered in all forms of social media. My position here is not to sort of comment on the particular incident itself, whether the parents were irresponsible or not. I have young children, and there are times when you are being vigilant, and in a second they could do something. I'm not here to judge the zoo, and I'm sure they're going to have investigations and ensure that future enclosures are safe and this cannot happen again. But what I do want to comment about is something that I noticed, that soon after this incident, there were so many negative comments about the parents' actions and judging these parents, calling them shameful, irresponsible, criminals. And I think, one thing that we can all learn from this incident is that so often we rush to judgment. We sort of pick on people and put people into boxes before even knowing the facts of a situation. We're now in the period where every Shabbat we read from Pirkei Avot, Ethics of Our Fathers. And one of the greatest teachings that I think we can learn as human beings and to improve society and humanity, that the Pirkei Avot says, don't judge someone else till you've worn their shoes, till you've been in their place, till you've been in their predicament, their circumstances. Because so often we rush to judging others, yet to discover only afterwards that the particular situation that the person was in, the dire circumstances, led them to either behave in a certain way, or you thought they were doing something, but actually the complete opposite was true. So if I can at least give a message to our generation, we sit behind our computers with the comfort of being able to tell people, you bag or negative, as they call it, trolling. Take a minute, stop for a second and think to yourself, am I making a fair judgment? And even if you think the facts are fair to judge, ask yourself, would you feel comfortable if somebody judged you in that negative and harsh way? So hopefully as human beings, we can take that, lesson from Pirkei Avot, from Ethics of Our Fathers, and to work on the way we treat others, the way we judge others, and to be a bit more nicer, to judge somebody favorably. And hopefully in doing so, at the end we'll realize that our judgments, if we were judging harshly, were incorrect. And if we do favorably, hopefully we'll see that our judgments were correct. Wishing you and yours a Shabbat Shalom, and see you next week.